Okay, here we go. Hey everyone, this is Jordan back with more reading on the following chapter of The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Now, this one is a little different because it's not so much about learning and improving yourself. This one talks about the ripple effect, he calls it. And it has to do with the idea that we become the people with whom we spend time with. Like, our actions are influenced by those around us. Our closest friends, our closest family members, even colleagues that we spend a lot of time with, even if they're not close friends. But the people that we most spend time with, we gain their traits and their actions and their beliefs. But this one's talking about the reverse, and that we do have those influences on us, but at the same time, we give those influences out to other people. And he's talking about how his goal in learning all of this and improving himself, like, he wants to know, like, is this really going to matter with what goes on after me, after I'm gone? And so he was able to share that, yeah, it does matter. That he had a ripple effect, and it affected someone very close to him, his own daughter. And so he gave the book at this point to his daughter to share her story and how it affected her. And for her, it was rather interesting because she grew up always thinking, like, oh yeah, I can do whatever I want. I can obtain whatever I desire. And I can have big goals and I can reach them. Like, she never thought that she ever was not going to be able to have whatever she wanted. That if she wanted to go after something, she could do it. She always had that mindset. She was never afraid of big goals. And it wasn't later until her father wrote The Slight Edge, and she read it, and she began to understand the real concepts that she had learned as a child just by spending time with her family. Like, she mentioned her father and her mother never took business calls outside. Like, if they had a business call, they did it right in front of her at the dinner table or whatever. And so they took her on meetings. And they even share a couple of quotes from Will Smith, but how he wants his life to mean something. And when he leaves his life, he wants the earth to be different because he was here. And that's what she wants. And that's the point of the ripple effect. And that our actions and our behavior and our philosophy can be a positive ripple effect, or it can be a negative ripple effect, or it can be sort of a neutral in that they cancel each other out. So she shares, like, if you want to have that positive effect on other people like her father had on her, which has made her life great, and she's achieved great things with her father and their business that they're building together. She says you need to be consistent. Do positive things each day. And then she actually shares, like, her experience with watching her mother, and that her mother is always a positive influence. Like, she's always looking to be kind to other people, to look on the bright side of things. To tell people they can do it, never telling someone that they can't, or telling someone their limitations. And that's the idea. Be that positive influence. Like, it's not just, yeah, we're influenced by others, but we can influence others also. And we can be positive and be uplifting. And then that's the next part of the Slight Edge, and understanding that as you're doing the Slight Edge, you can lift other people's lives. And so it was interesting. I'm like, okay, that's a good thing to learn. And so I like this chapter, and he put it at a good point, I feel, in the book, and helping us understand that he, up until this point, like, it's those daily habits, and now the happy habits that we learned last time. But now it's like, but understand that as you start doing this, you can be affecting other people's lives. And also now you can be conscious that you already have been affecting other people's lives. And so make the conscious decision to do the right thing. Do those daily habits and those happy habits so that you can be a positive influence for other people. that you can lift somebody else up and help them achieve their goals and tell them that they can do it. And we don't need to be afraid of that. We can understand that we can be good. We can make an impact in this world. We all have that ability. And that's what I want to do. Like, I always think sometimes about what I want to do with my kids. Like, I want my kids to understand managing money from a very early age and understanding those concepts. Like, I don't want to shy from that. And just reading in that's what he did with his daughter. He didn't shy away from those topics, and he helped his daughter know that she can go after whatever she wants. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to look at not being positive and then negative and positive and negative and having like both sides. I want to have all positive influences and be that for the world. I like how she mentioned Will Smith, and he wants his time on this life to make a difference. He wants the world to be a different place because he was here. And I'd want to have that too. And so I'm going to look for ways that I can make sure that the habits that I'm doing can affect other people's lives, especially for my family and the family that I'm going to have. And so with that, I'm going to sign off, and I'll see y'all tomorrow with more reading.